to me, to be honest. Alright. Let's talk to Tan. We gotta talk with him anyways. Yes, Brendan. Open the door. Oh, cutscene.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus.
That's a good point.
Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
I like how you're just like...
And if I fail,
she's a
I
little
guess
bit
it's no
missed
sweat
she
off
didn't
your
get
back,
back.
right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Yeah.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder
Go.
you pretend to be.
Come on, Goose.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
Oh, great.
No,
Great.
I'm fine.
I'm having bug outs like I did in the
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I'm already starting
I
to have
didn't know him
problems.
very well.
Great.
Although
As
I
long as
understand
don't
he
start
played a
having
key role in
visions,
planning
that's the weird
initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
That's just fine.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
What are you
We have
crying
to.
about, buddy?
Tens of thousands of
What?
colonists are
Let's go play.
unaccounted for.
Go play.
It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Look at murder charge.
I'm looking into the Nilk and Rensis murder charge.
And
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
that isn't usually Pathfinder business.
Yeah, well, too bad.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
Alright, now we go through all the stuff.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Anzari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst.
Okay.
Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
It sounds
yeah,
like the
sure.
Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you It's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Hi, Phil.
Candace mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy
really
for the
turning
plight of the
traitor,
common citizen.
but-
Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Both Krogan.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Racist!
Why don't you like the
Racist bastard!
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Okay, yeah, you're totally...
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
Yeah, you're totally...
It represents
racist
the
and
greatest
biased.
migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Alright, we're just
What do you
getting
know
the
about the
background with
early
all
days
these
of the
guys.
initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Yeah. Other questions. Planet viability.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Forward station.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Great. Now, what's your role?
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me. They don't see me as the rightful successor.
Good luck.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
You're an accountant.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Okay, I think that's everything. Sweet.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Cool. Whoop, shit. Things are exploding over there. Hopefully eventually, like, these rooms will be more open and there will be actually stuff to do. Alright. So now I gotta go talk with Sam. Oh, speak with the scientists? Where are those guys? Oh, that guy's having an issue.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. 3rd time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
Yeah, because next time
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm trying to
be
do.
the engineer.
But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you,
True.
if you have time? Maybe you could help me.
Yeah.
If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Okay. So, scanning time.
I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Okay, so we go to the journal. Back. Allies and relationships. Missing arc. Find leads. Okay. Healing assignment. Nexus. Station sabotage. Let's go with that one. Back. Okay, so I gotta scan these terminals. Yeah, I know, I'm coming. Where the hell did they go? Oh, here we go.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Yep, there it is.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
All personnel, be aware of any...
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Jesus! Whoop, shit, fuck.
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Alright, last one.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Okay. Well, let's talk to these guys. Apparently I can talk to this. Whoa, where'd he go? Hey.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Oh, what?
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Well, let's talk to you.
Pathfinder,
What do you want?
those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Yeah.
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Yeah, let's do it. Alright, talk to you, Anzari now.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
You've got somebody on that ship. Alright. Whoa! Okay.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power
I wanna talk to you. Give me the option to talk. There you go.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Okay. Oh, okay, so those are just the...
procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
Okay, so those are just the things to tell us what we need to do. Okay, cool. Now I need to go find the saboteur. Security footage. Ooh, that's probably gonna come into effect soon. Ooh, container. Yank. Oh, new gun.
Engineering reports.
New assault weapon rifle.
100%.
I think that's a sniper. Alright, so... Where? Oh no, I have to go down here. So wait, did we get everything on the Nexus? Station sabotage. Okay, find missing science vessels, scan minerals, and drop out wildlife. Okay, and then those are completed. And priority, I gotta speak with Sam on the Hyperion, and I gotta go back to the Hyperion anyway, so let's go.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Whoop, Cora. Hey.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Which one was Addison?
She understands the stakes. If I fail,
You won't.
let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Yeah, probably should see that. Make sure she just, habitation deck. Let's go.
Be aware of
Oh, I gotta go to habitation deck first so that I can go to talk to what's her name, the saboteur, the next person. Hopefully she's not actually the saboteur, but we'll see what happens. Oop. Okay, need to find the lady. Says she's this way. Okay, let me rephrase it. It says something's this way. Oh, there she is. Okay.
Zara Kellis,
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging
People
the
are home,
Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Oh, one of them's
Funny.
lying.
Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
Great.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her.
Nope.
She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Alright, let's go see if we can find Sam. Is it this way? Oh, found him.
All personnel should check with their supervisor before taking leave.
Can I scan anything in here? I really want to scan Sam, to be honest. Just to see what he is. Oh, Sam. There we go.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
By
What was he
hiding
keeping
shit?
secret?
My true capabilities.
The what?
Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Yeah, I could scare
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed.
Well,
Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
good point. Oh, jeez, what the hell? Oh. Oh. Sentinel is what I'm set up as. So I can actually unlock these for use later on. Ah, so I can actually change at will my skill sets. That's pretty cool, actually. What the hell? Oh, it's showing me what current skill I have. Oh. That's actually pretty cool.
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open now.
Books?
Printed books?
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Yeah, not too much.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
Sure. What else is there? Ooh, guns.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
That is an
Alec's
old
first
gun.
kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, jeez. What is the... Oh, boy. Memory trigger. The hell?
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Coffee machine.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Archive system. What?
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Damn. I will probably go... let's go through them.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Oh. The art. What?
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Anzari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Alright, I don't think I need to go through all of these right now. Encrypted log. Okay, there's actually nothing I can really do. Okay.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. DePero says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Oh.
That log is not currently accessible.
Damn.
Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Actually, go back here. Sorry. And then Sony. There we go.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Anzari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful.
Oh. Second one.
Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
log off. So I can't get to. It keeps passing by of Hyperion 07. Is that like the? Oh, hello.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago.
You want to try and scan things?
Went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
Okie dokie. There's the coffee machine. There's one more here. There we go.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct?
Oh, I do have
The
a watch.
Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
In 3, we actually found a Prothean. Or no. Wait, was it 3 or 2? Oh. Jeez, man, what are you doing?